Welcome back, Young and the Restless fans. Get ready because the drama is about to heat up in a major way. Victor Newman is furious, Audra Charles is under pressure, and Kyle and Claire's relationship is racing toward dangerous territory. Let's dive into everything you need to know about the chaos coming to Genoa City. As the week of April 28 to May 2 unfolds, Kyle makes a daring move that could shift everything. He urges Claire to reconsider moving into the Abbott mansion, at least temporarily. Initially, both Kyle and Claire had agreed that living under Jack's roof wasn't the best idea. They wanted their own space, free from family entanglements and lingering expectations. But with the apartment search dragging on, Kyle sees the Abbott estate as the perfect short-term solution. He frames it as practical, just a temporary arrangement until they find a place of their own. To Kyle, it's a logical next step in solidifying their future together. But for Claire, it's a major red flag. Claire, wise and cautious, knows better than to underestimate the ripple effects of their choices. Moving into the Abbott mansion would be like lighting a match in a room filled with gasoline, especially with Victor Newman lurking, ready to pounce at the first sign of disobedience. Even if Kyle sees it as a harmless move, Claire knows the optics would be disastrous. In Victor's eyes, it would look like the Abbotts tightening their grip on her, and that's a battle Claire isn't ready to fight, yet. Rather than rush into a decision that could spark an even bigger war, Claire stands her ground with quiet determination. She gently but firmly insists that she and Kyle continue their apartment hunt, refusing to be pressured into a move that could ignite a full-scale family feud. For Claire, this isn't just about finding the right home. It's about preserving her autonomy, about setting clear boundaries before stepping deeper into Kyle's world. But Claire knows she can't avoid the inevitable confrontation forever. At some point, she will have to face Victor Newman head-on, and she's preparing herself to do just that. She plans to make it clear that her relationship with Kyle is her choice, not Victor's to approve or deny. Luckily, Claire won't have to face the storm alone. Nikki, sensing the tension rising, steps in. Always the peacemaker when it comes to family drama, Nikki offers to help ease the blow, hoping to cushion Victor's reaction before it spirals into full-blown rage. But in Genoa City, even the best-laid plans have a way of exploding, and Claire's brave stand might just be the spark that lights the fuse. Sensing the ticking time bomb that's about to explode, Nikki Newman bravely steps in to take control of the situation. The Young and the Restless spoilers suggest that Nikki will volunteer to break the news to Victor, hoping to manage the inevitable fallout before it spirals completely out of control. She carefully plans her approach, choosing her words with precision. Nikki explains that Claire and Kyle's decision isn't impulsive but thoughtful, a reflection of Claire's growing independence and maturity. She urges Victor to see reason, to recognize that Claire deserves the freedom to make her own choices, even if those choices aren't exactly what he would have picked. Nikki appeals to Victor's love for Claire, hoping he can set aside his stubborn pride just long enough to support her happiness. But Nikki underestimates just how deeply Victor's anger is simmering beneath the surface. The more she talks, the more she realizes, she's not cooling the fire. She's fanning it. Victor listens, stone-faced, seething, until Nikki's words barely register anymore. In his mind, the decision has already been made. When the news finally lands, Victor Newman's reaction is swift, brutal, and unstoppable. It doesn't matter to him that Claire and Kyle won't be moving into the Abbott mansion. It doesn't matter that Claire insisted on finding an apartment first. To Victor, the core betrayal is the same. Claire is slipping out of his control, and Kyle Abbott, of all people, is the one pulling her away. Victor sees Kyle as reckless, entitled, and dangerously unstable. The idea of Kyle influencing Claire's future, and by extension, the future of the Newman family legacy, is completely intolerable. In Victor's eyes, Kyle isn't just a bad influence, he's a threat. And threats must be neutralized. Fueled by a lethal combination of rage and determination, Victor decides it's time for drastic action. Talking won't solve this. Warnings won't be enough. Victor plots his next move in silence, but inside, the decision is made. Kyle and Claire must fall, and Victor will stop at nothing to make sure they do. Victor Newman doesn't waste a single second. Fueled by fury and a deep sense of betrayal, he immediately summons Audra Charles, the one person he believes ruthless enough to carry out his newest plan without hesitation. Victor's message is clear and unmistakable. The time for subtlety is over. He demands that Audra accelerate her mission to destroy Kyle and Claire's relationship before it can grow any stronger. No more calculated delays, no more cautious maneuvering. Victor wants results, and he wants them now. Audra's orders are chillingly simple: create chaos, sow doubt, tear them apart by any means necessary. Whether it's through whispered lies, strategic manipulations, or orchestrating situations designed to provoke jealousy and mistrust, Victor expects her to find Kyle and Claire's vulnerabilities and exploit them without mercy. The clock is ticking, and failure is not an option. For Audra Charles, the stakes have never been higher. Victor lays it all out in stark terms. Succeed, and she'll be handsomely rewarded with more power and influence than ever before. Fail, and she could lose everything she's clawed her way toward. Audra knows Victor's threats aren't idle. In Genoa City, loyalty to Victor comes at a steep price, and betrayal comes at an even steeper one. Under intense pressure, Audra realizes she has to move quickly and with ruthless precision. She must get inside Kyle and Claire's heads, find the cracks in their bond, and widen them until the entire relationship collapses. Will she exploit Kyle's impulsiveness? Tap into Claire's lingering insecurities? Or manufacture a crisis so devastating that neither of them will ever trust each other again? Whatever method she chooses, one thing is certain. Audra is about to dive headfirst into one of the riskiest, most dangerous games she's ever played. A game where love, loyalty, and trust are all weapons, and casualties. Victor Newman is putting everything on the line with this latest scheme. In his mind, Kyle Abbott's impulsive tendencies and Claire Newman's lingering insecurities are the perfect recipe for disaster. Victor firmly believes that their relationship is already built on shaky ground, and all it needs is one strong push from Audra to collapse completely. To Victor, it's simple math. A little manipulation here, a planted doubt there, and Kyle and Claire will implode under the pressure. But what Victor underestimates, as he so often does, is the unpredictable nature of human emotion. In Genoa City, even the most carefully crafted plans tend to spiral out of control. Feelings deepen when you least expect it. Loyalties shift. Betrayals backfire. The more Victor tightens his grip, the more likely it is that Kyle and Claire might dig in their heels and fight harder for their relationship. Victor thinks he's setting up a checkmate. But in this high-stakes game of love and power, the pieces are moving faster, and less predictably, than even he can control. One thing is absolutely certain. The next few weeks on The Young and the Restless will be packed with explosive confrontations, daring betrayals, and strategic power plays with consequences that ripple far beyond just Kyle and Claire. Will Audra be able to deliver the destruction Victor demands? Or will Claire prove stronger than anyone expected, standing firm against both Victor's fury and Audra's manipulations? And what happens when Kyle finally sees the invisible hand that's been pulling the strings all along? Will he crumble under the weight of betrayal, or rise up to fight for the woman he's growing to love? Get ready, because the emotional stakes have never been higher. And as alliances shift and secrets surface, Genoa City is on the verge of a transformation that could change everything. In this town, loyalty is fleeting, love is a battlefield, and trust is the most dangerous gamble of all. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want to stay ahead of all the shocking twists, emotional battles, and behind-the-scenes secrets from The Young and the Restless, make sure you hit that like button, drop a comment with your theories, and subscribe to our channel for non-stop updates. Trust me, you're going to want front row seats for what's coming next. Because in Genoa City, loyalty can crumble in an instant. Betrayals cut deeper than ever. And when it comes to love, the battlefield is never empty. Stay tuned. The next chapter is about to unleash chaos like you've never seen before. We'll see you in the next video.